Hello, living in Boulder vlog for July 9th, 2019, Tuesday. It's 2 p.m. So, since the last time I did a video yesterday, I think I discovered Atlantis. I'll do a video of it when my fiance comes tonight at 1 in the morning or something like that. Tomorrow, or she'll be here for 11 days. Maybe I'll do it when she's here or after she's here. But yeah, if you want to see it, just go to, you can go to my website and you can download the Atlantis file, and it'll show, the Atlantis that I built, but then right just to the right of it, it'll show like real Atlantis, what I labeled it real Atlantis. And it's because I saw the loop. I forgot to get a really good look at it right before doing this video, but I think I also saw the trench coming in from the south, and then the roads coming in from the east and west too. So yeah, you can actually see Atlantis, and it's even at a better place than I put it. I think I found it a few years ago, and then I remembered where it was, and I went there, but I went to the wrong place. I didn't go to the exact circle that I saw before, and in the circle where Atlantis actually is the correct, like it's more centered in the bottom of the bay, in the middle of the island. So but yeah, it was the way that I found it. I was just looking at the city, and I was building the road. I built the trench around, but then I needed to, in order to layer it, it's complicated to layer the different layers in the polygon tool on Google Earth, because if you make it all layer the same, it's really, really, really high, like too high, and I don't want it to be too high. I want it to be kind of as low to the ground as I can. So I broke it up into different bits. I don't have the big canal go throughout the entire island as one file. I have it in little bits that I can then adjust the height. And yeah, maybe it would have been easier to just make it really, really high and call it, leave it at that. But anyway, so I'm going here tracing the canal, and I saw, a ditch. When you look really close to Atlantis, you can see artifacts. I saw a building that I traced. It was like 30 meters by 50 meters. I saw a pyramid in the real Atlantis. I'll do a video showing all this stuff soon. There's that big trench that's 3 miles wide that I built the trench over. And then one of these trenches, these straight trenches, led, and then I saw, oh wow, look at that, it's another trench, but then I noticed it went around. So yeah, so then I superimposed Atlantis, like an image, on top of it, and it fit perfectly. It's the same exact size as what Plato said. So yeah, that was cool how I found Atlantis. Like, you read Plato, you just put the pieces together. Read Plato, he says, yeah, it's beyond the Pillars of Hercules. So you go beyond the Pillars of Hercules, you go to the first island you see, the Bahamas. He said that it was destroyed, and I'm going to document all this stuff in my Plato that I have on my website to piece it all together so that it explains it. But yeah, he said that there was a bunch of comets that came and destroyed it in a big wave, and so if you look at the Bahamas, you just got a call. I get calls all the time now. It's a bummer. Every day, every 5 minutes, it's a new call. It's from a new number. So yeah, it's only 8 meters deep. So yeah, and he said so. And he said where it was, and and all that stuff got destroyed by a comet. You can see all the bits of it on the eastern seaboard of America, all up and down, and then even in the island of Atlantis, you look close, and there's fields where it's just little pot marks from the meteors. So, and then when you look at the island and you trace the part that's just under the water, and it looks actually like land when you're looking at it on Google Earth, you know, like the fluctuations of the water don't exist on Atlantis because it's so shallow. But when you trace the island, it's exactly the same size as what Plato said. 555 kilometers by 370 kilometers, 3,000 stadia by 2,000 stadia. So, and I showed all that. But anyway, yeah, and so then I imagined that I saw that there was a bay there. So I thought, okay, well, if they're going to build a capital city, they would put the bay right, they would put the city right there at the end of the bay. Because Plato said that, you know, it went out to the wall, which was at the sea. And so I put it right on the sea, and yeah, and so then I looked at it, and I put it there, and then I looked right next to it, and I saw it. Boom! Because I was thinking to myself, you know, wouldn't there be a remnant of it? And yes, there is a remnant of it. It's the outline of Atlantis. So, yeah, and there's some other cool anomalies, too. You know, there's like St. John's Cave or something. I can't remember what it's called exactly, but if you go to the outer edge of the island of Atlantis, like in the mountains, you know, right there underwater, there's this big hole, and when you dive into it, it opens up into a big cavern, you know, like St. Peter's Cathedral, St. Peter, the dome, and so it's probably an ancient building. And also Autech, the submarine base, that was probably I think there's tunnels around there, that was probably a big building inside the mountain. But yeah, I'm gonna do a video about that soon. It was I think I'm somehow incorporate it into the Atlantis that I'm building. Right now I'm sizing all of the canals, and they said there's 10 states. So I put 10 states, which I'm sizing them, and then the canals. I'm heighting the canals right. My computer was getting slow before. I had to restart it, and that made it better. But because it kept like not showing the adjustments I made and making it disappear. But yeah, so that's what I'm doing now. And then when it's all heighted right and at a nice level, it looks really good. Like everything is sharp, and you can get a real sense of being over a real country. So yeah, I'm gonna build the buildings, countries, and all that kind of stuff. But so I'll just build today. I didn't do a whole lot yesterday with it, or today. Only got that far because yesterday my mom came over and helped me for like a few hours cleaning my house. So I got that out of the way, and I guess I'm doing some, you know, last minute clean up the house and stuff for my fiance to come visit tonight. So yeah, stay tuned for the new video on my main channel about the discovery of ancient Atlantis, and then we should send some discovery drones down there to dig around and see if we can find the sacred crystal, because we know where the center of Atlantis was. You just triangulate from the circle. So bingo. I wish I'd have known that and built it right on top of it. That'd be really cool. But whatever. All right, I'll talk to you tomorrow.